Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I wasn't going to tackle this topic, but a certain other YouTuber's opinion, I'm not going to drop names because I'm not doing this to cause a fight. I'm doing it just to put my voice out there and my opinion on this matter. His comments about a certain topic angered me, and I just felt like I had to voice my own opinion on the subject. The subject I'm going to be tackling today is the 2016 Anime Awards and the winners of certain categories. The main reason I am upset is because I wasn't able to tackle every topic like action scene, fight, and villain, because unfortunately by the time I had voted, by the time I'd actually realised that a large majority of 2016's anime was dubbed, unfortunately I didn't have enough time to watch everything in depth and get a good idea of what I should vote for in what category. So I'm basically limited to really voting for Yuri on Ice or Erased, unfortunately. But still, I have my reasons for voting the way I voted in each of these categories, and I kind of felt like I was being called out for the votes that I made, and basically being told the reason I voted the way I voted was because it's quote unquote popular, despite the fact that I did not know about the huge following for an example, using Yuri on Ice. I was not aware that Yuri on Ice's fan base was as big as it was until after I had finished watching Yuri on Ice. So this is a extra video because I didn't get to upload on Monday because Monday's recording, what I record from Monday wasn't working. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Let's start with the categories that I did vote on, and okay, and the reasons why I voted the way I voted. Anyway, the first category I voted on was Hero of the Year. Now, I can't read, so I just decided to print screen, and like kind of crop this in Paint. Sorry if it looks terrible. The candidates for Hero of the Year. Now, the person I voted for in Hero of the Year is the young man from Erased. Again, I apologize that I can't pronounce his name, and I'm not going to try. I voted for him mainly because so many people could have the unique circumstances which happened with him with his revival, and could say that, well, other people's problems aren't my problem, and not bother helping, but he chooses to help anyway, despite the fact it could put him in at risk. So that is why I chose him for Hero of the Year. I can't remember who won. I think the kid down at the bottom won, or maybe it was the guy that's above him, but I digress anyway. The next category I voted in was Best Boy, in this category I chose Yuri from Yuri on Ice. The main reason I chose Yuri is because I think I have all the candidates on screen. I'm pretty sure I do. Anyway, I felt so much of a connection with Yuri because I have often wanted to do something, but I've lacked the confidence and I've lacked the assurance in myself that I can do it, much like Yuri shows throughout the series. And for me, that just connects me to the character so much more than it has connected me to any other character. The next category I voted in was animation. Now, I didn't watch the 3 animes above Yuri on Ice, and I feel really guilty for that, but I did look up images and video clips, so I've seen the animation for all of these. I've not seen them all in depth, but I have seen the animation for them, and I voted for Yuri on Ice because the animation, just the different costumes, the way that the skaters moved, and the way the animation just flowed together, just, it sunk with me so well, and I just, like, I found myself loving every moment of it. Like, I felt the tension when skaters were skating, I felt their nervousness, I felt their uncertainty on whether or not they were going to land their jumps. When the skaters didn't land their jumps, I felt the genuine kind of tightness in my chest of, oh my god, is that going to ruin their score? You know, are they going to get a bad score now because they didn't land that jump? And to me, it felt like the animation was so good that sometimes I felt like I was watching real skaters. So it was really amazing, and it makes me look back on my childhood and wish that I had given skating a second chance, because I did go skating with my sister once, and I fell, and, like, I never went skating again, which I'm so disappointed in, because I felt this has given me a love for something that I didn't have a love for before. The second the second category I was able to vote on was most heartwarming scene. Now, this was really difficult for me, because I have heard so many good things about the episode 8 of Erased. So, about how she had her first hot meal, and it was just, like, you know, kind of like a really cute scene, and a lot of people have mentioned the scene and said how much it's made them cry and everything like that. And for me, it feels like it's a scene that will also make me cry. But unfortunately, it could not get my vote, because I have not yet seen episode 8. I have episode 9, sorry. I have not seen past episode 6, because I don't know whether it's because the rest of the episodes haven't been dubbed, or is it just that my primary place that I go to for anime, Dubbed Crazy, I'll put a link in the description if anyone wants it, which just primarily does dub, which is really good for me because I cannot do subtitles due to reading difficulties. So I don't know whether it's because they just haven't uploaded the episodes yet, or the episodes haven't been dubbed yet, but I have not yet seen that scene. And to be honest, I can't vote on something I haven't seen. So my vote had to go to the kiss from Yuri on Ice, because, to be honest, for me, that was the perfect tension, it was the perfect build-up, and it generally had me squealing like a fangirl. So, yeah. However, it's not, in my personal opinion, if I could have chosen a different scene, I would have either gone for the scene where Yuri and Victor hug in the airport just after Yuri returns from, I think it's the Russian competition he was doing at the time, and that sort of cute scene there. I would have preferred voting for that scene, or even voting for the scene in episode 10 where they exchange the engagement rings. I'm quite surprised that's not on this list, because, oh my god, that scene is just amazing. Anyway, the next category I voted in was Best Drama. And now, even though I haven't seen the entirety of Erased, I voted for Erased here because, sorry about that, just from the, sorry, I don't know why I'm hiccuping. Anyway, just from what I saw of Erased, from episode 1 to episode 6. It's very good anime, and it is a drama, and I do like the art style and the way that the story is being told so far, and I'm really hoping that the next couple of episodes are good as well. The next category I voted on was Best Couple. Now, this was a struggle for me, because I so wanted to choose the two kids from Erased, but I physically could not, because from what I've heard from other YouTube channels, unfortunately, as much as I want them to be, the two main characters from Erased are not a couple. So, to me, I don't understand why they're in this category, because they're not actually a couple, they're just friends. Even the category says, love knows no bounds, who was your favorite anime couple, but they're not a couple. They're not in love, they don't get married or become boyfriend and girlfriend at the end of the series. At least that's what I've been told. However, Yuri and I haven't seen the second or third one. However, I have seen Yuri and Victor do get engaged, like close to the end of the series. At least two episodes. At least the third to last episode. Episode 10 is when they get engaged, but the main reason that I voted for Yuri and Victor as my best couple is because their relationship reminds me so much of my own relationship, the relationship I'm in currently, where it's just like, in this category, my boyfriend happens. I would compare my boyfriend to Yuri in this situation, because he's new at all this. I'm his first girlfriend. He's not quite sure how to handle certain things, and how basically how a relationship really works. And at the same time, I'm a lot like Victor. I have past experience in romance. I have past partners, and I'm not quite sure how far to push things and how soon to make certain moves. So it reminds me a lot of the relationship I'm in right now, and I think it's just adorably cute as well. Like, every scene these two are in, I find myself squealing like a fangirl, which I don't do a lot of. The next category I threw my hat into and voted was Best Opening. Now, I haven't seen the top 3 openings, so I can see how this kind of seems a bit biased, but I did vote for Yuri on Ice. And just which is Hero Maker, no, History Maker, not Hero Maker. What the hell am I talking about? And there is a very good reason for why I voted for this, and that reason is, like, my usual policy for anime openings is, if I'm watching the anime itself, I will watch it, and this is the first time I'm watching it, I will watch the opening maybe like on episode 1, episode 2, maybe episode 3, and then I will skip it for the entirety of the anime, even if I do like it, and I will just leave listening to it and singing along to it and watching the animation that comes along with the opening to YouTube. However, I found myself almost physically impossible to skip History Maker, because it's just a beautiful song in my eyes, and I absolutely adore it. And unlike so many other anime openings, where I generally need to, both in the Japanese and the English covers, because there are English covers every now and then, I usually find myself having to listen to it quite a few times before I can sing it word from word. However, I was able to sing History Maker about by episode 2. I was able to sing it word from word from episode 2. The next category, and the last category that I voted in, was Best Ending. Now, again, it's the same situation with opening. I'd only heard Yuri on Ice. However, Yuri on Ice has not only done something that no other anime has done, Yuri on Ice has done something that no show, in fact, no physical form of media that has an ending has ever done. I have not once ever skipped the ending to Yuri on Ice. I cannot say that about anything else. Even if it's a new ending, I have not watched any endings to any animes, TV shows, or movies. I usually always turn it off if it's a movie, or skip it to the next episode. However, I can physically not skip You Only Live Once. It's not my favourite ending. I'm gonna have to say, when it comes to my favourite endings, I have to put it as a tie between episode 10 ending of Yuri on Ice, just because the images of all the skaters drunk and dancing just make me laugh, and I love seeing Yuri just acting like a total idiot. It's great. It makes me laugh so much even just thinking of it now. And episode 12's ending, because for me that rounded up the series absolutely beautifully. It's the ending is basically what starts the anime in the beginning, and that is Yuri copying Victor's final performance so well. And then to top it all off, we have Victor come in and they skate it together, and for me that was such an amazing scene, because I went throughout the time I was watching Yuri on Ice hoping and begging that we would see Yuri and Victor on the ice together, dancing together, and I got to the end of episode 12 and I was just like, oh great, we're not going to see it. You know, they're both really good skaters, they're both excellent in their own rights, but we're not going to see them on the ice together, and that was so disappointing for me. And then Victor finally shows up in the end credits, and I'm like, oh my god, yes, thank you. That is exactly the way I wanted the anime to end. And obviously I voted for best anime as well, and of course I voted for Yuri on Ice, because Yuri on Ice has managed to smash so many records other animes have made for me. So I felt like I just had to bring my voice into this, because I didn't vote for Yuri on Ice because it's popular or because a lot of people like it. Hell, I didn't even vote for it because its main couple is yaoi. Because, like, until I watched Yuri on Ice, I wasn't really sure on my interest in yaoi. But yeah, I'm definitely a yaoi fangirl, 100%. But that's not the reason I voted for it in the categories that I voted for it in. I voted for it because I generally love this anime. I generally love the characters, I love the animation, I love the music, and I just don't appreciate being told, but basically having someone telling me that the reason I voted for it was because it was popular, because that's not the reason I voted for it at all. So I just had to bring my voice into this matter, and yeah, just voice my opinion really, because this person's comments really did upset me. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it off now, because my throat is getting croaky and I'm starting to sound like a woman who's been smoking since she was 12. Anyway, I'm going to leave it off there. If you enjoy anime and if you voted, let me know what you voted for and the reasons why you voted for it. This is a completely unjudgmental area. If you voted differently from me, or you don't approve of my votes, that's fine, that's up to you. I just don't like it when people hate on something just because it's popular. You know, if you don't like something, that's fine. You have all the right in the world to not like something. It's not my place to tell you what to like and what not to like. My issue is when someone dislikes something just because it's popular. And that was all I was getting from this person, is that he didn't like Yuri on Ice winning all the categories it won because it was popular. Anyway, that is my opinion on the Anime Awards for 2016. I really hope they do it again for next year, for this year, sorry. And I'm hoping that now I know that animes from this year can be dubbed in this year, I'm going to be keeping my eye out on new animes, and hopefully I will be able to give more of a better input into next year's Anime Awards, if there is one next year. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling because I have other recordings to do, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.